Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL Championship. We'll take you backward before we get you going forward, take you into the last 7 days, and let you get ready for the next 7 days when it comes to the second division of U.S. soccer in the United States. Going over the last couple of games, we've got awards to hand out from the previous month. We've got news, we've got notes, we've got a lot of stuff. No dilly, no dally zone. San Antonio thumps Memphis 9-0 last Friday night for Friday Night Football, 4-0. Memphis 9-0 after having a strong June has been on the wrong side of a lot of big losses recently. San Antonio's Tomiano Lusei scored 11 minutes apart. He had a hat trick by the 40th minute. It was 3-0 at the break, and it was a fourth goal on the board in the 50th minute. 4-0 San Antonio FC at AutoZone Park. Big win for the defending champs on the road in Memphis. On Saturday, July the 8th, San Diego Loyal beats Hartford at Trinity Health Stadium 2-0. FC Tulsa over Indy 11 at the Mike 1-0. Goalless draw, Pittsburgh Riverhounds and Sacramento Republic. First match of the week is a crossover, and it's at Ricardo Silva Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida. The Miami FC, Phoenix Rising. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
In those chances, listen, anytime you can create 12 shots and 10 of them on goal, you're doing something right. The clinicality has really impressed me. They just come on as a team. Listen, Juan Garrett came in last year in a strange situation. Now this is more his team.
It is awfully hot. It's been like that here in Miami as well. Phoenix Rising on the attack. That header on goal, softly touched by Adrian Zendejas, his first look tonight. The local fans in Arizona, they were hot for all kinds of different reasons, but the end result was what they were looking for. Trejo's shot, firm grasp from Zendejas.
You're not alone.
This one played through weakly again, but the top of the box, slight hesitation, that strike going over the net. There was a burst from Miami FC in the early portion of the season where they were getting results, wins and losses. This one played long. Looking on the left footed, that one stopped the last second. Rios Novo, fine bit there from Rivas.
With a delightful curling ball. Good save in the end from Rios Novo. Comfortable height though. The bounce in the end.
It's a difficult shot for Rivas to even take with that left. With the angle that he was on. Oh, played through Murphy. A partial break. Murphy goes top shot. He won't miss from there. Kyle Murphy on the board in the 15th minute. That goal brought to you by Wheels gives Miami FC an early advantage over Phoenix, 1-0.
Press on it, forced the mistake by Crutzen. A man with Murphy's experience and ability isn't going to miss from there very often. Yeah, just the whiff from Crutzen, and Murphy had the help behind him, but he didn't need it. That's a lovely composed finish.
5th goal of the season for Kyle Murphy.
Have me thinking this game will not finish 1-0.
Zendejas coming out of his net, misses on that one, a vacated net, and all of a sudden a shot goes wide to the right. Is not there.
Delightful ball by Zambrano. Zendejas was caught in no man's land, and he really numbers quickly there. Something you have to do now is a worrying moment.
Yeah, giveaway here. Harvey, other side, and that shot missing wide. Zendejas. Temperatures right now at 86 degrees. There are scattered clouds and thoughts of something worse. Manjomo. Trejo shoots the long way, and he just misses that corner.
Delightful play again by Manjoma here. Into the left side of the box, split the double team. He got a little lucky with the pass, didn't say it.
Trejo, Harvey behind him. That strike from the left foot goes sailing over the net. Let's see what Gallardo does here. Armanakis is close to him. Gallardo bends it away, that header, and Harvey climbed the ladder. It didn't have a lot of velocity on it, but...
Fullback making his way into the box. Now a chance here for Rising to break.
Thorne misses it. Trejo again. Trejo by 2 defenders, and calmly he puts it in. It's 1-1. That's pure class there from Trejo to get this game level. And all of a sudden, Juan Guerra, what a goal again.
The weight of that pass was just perfect. Thorne was beaten, as was Zendejas.
He's had numerous chances in this first half. He scored one, but he's had two other looks towards target. Arteaga shoots. Great stop by Zendejas in that one.
Trouble Zendejas. He's looking at it again.
Gets this one back, looping in. They had contact near the 6. Paco Craig, he might be the guilty party.
Got off to a good start here in the second half.
They've done a much better job here the last couple minutes of possession. Segabers with some space. Christian Sordo shoots and he scores! Working weak side against Rios Novo. He made him pay cheat the opposite way. Miami FC back on the board. Second lead of the night brought to you by Wheels. And it's 2-1 Miami.
Keeper really should do better here, but it was a beautifully placed shot by Suarez. Segabers off to the races. Shaped up like he was going to try and curl it inside the far post. There goes Rios Novo. You'll see him just lean slightly to his left, and that's a beautiful finish by Sordo. Yeah, they can just keep attacking like they are right here, though. Don't sit back. At least not yet, anyway. For that third goal.
Stanley, nice chip. Salazar! Oh, he just missed!
In the mix of things, as he always tends to be, just lost his balance a little bit at the last second. Salazar just slipped, I think, slightly.
And Joma, just to Paco Craig. Watch out, though. A dangerous moment. Trejo shoots. Zendejas the denial there. That one against Harvey.
Oops. A heavy touch from Hernandez.
Salazar, spirited effort. Murphy with an open lead. Murphy, not that time. Rios Novo keeps this game alive.
He's going to look at that chance. Great aerial duel win by Salazar. Murphy was leaning to his left, trying to go to the right, but just didn't put it far enough to the side of Rios Novo. Too deep to cause too much trouble. See if Miami can deal with it effectively.
Armanakis again trying to set somebody up. But Mayer, long ways, and Zendejas calmly on it. Arteaga on the far side. Claudio Repetto here. Repetto, nice pivot. Repetto takes his shot. Rios Novo alertly.
See some of the frustration from the Phoenix Rising players of that delivery. He's onside. It was two Rising players back.
Yeah, Velo on the opposite wing. Telfer, Repetto shoots. That one goes calmly and slowly rolling in to Rios Novo.
Thought perhaps there was going to be a chance.
And finally, Austin Saney blows the whistle, indicating full time. I didn't know if he was going to give us 8 minutes of stoppage time or 80 minutes of stoppage time.
Big win for the Miami FC in the Eastern Conference as they try to climb closer to the playoff bar. Also on the board, it was Tampa Bay Rowdy shutting out the Oakland Roots by the final of 3-0. Lou City shuts out Loud United at Lynn Family by the score of 1-0. Another crossover at the Lab. It was New Mexico United 1-0 winners over Detroit City. Monterey Bay at Cardinal, goalless draw with El Paso Locomotive. And our second crossover of the week is at Cashman Field in Las Vegas. Our friends at the USL Show, literally on Twitter, said that Vegas Lights were a better team than their record indicated. They would give Birmingham a lot of headaches over 90 minutes. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at ESPN Plus, the USL Championship, and YouTube.
Las Vegas trying to carry momentum after Azriel Gonzalez. Second half stoppage time equalizer. Here we go from Cashman. And what are you watching for early on here, Andrew?
Attackers seem to be floating all over the place as well, and we've seen Pasha come up on the opposite side. That can cause.
There is Pasher, and it was saved by Diaz. It was a perfect pass into the path of Tyler Pasher.
That's exactly what you need.
Enzo Martinez clipping it to the back post. Free header is in! Juan Agudelo on the score sheet. You mentioned the threat in the air from Juan Agudelo. It materializes a half hour in, and Birmingham have a lead at Cashman.
Martinez just went down to the line and just dug it up to the back post. And Agudelo, how he's going back from goal and how he's got enough power to beat Diaz it's just quality. Just perfect ball, perfect header. We thought Carlton was going to hit it first time. We saw it on Tuesday, he hit one first time like that for the goal.
Here is Preston, saved by Van Oekel. Really good first touch. Little touch there. Just remind the audience, Andrew is younger than me. Here's a cross. It's off the post and out. So close to a tying goal. Here comes Pasher back the other way. His lights. It was Preston setting it up.
It's that man again. He's just so positive. Runs at the defenders that when you're in the box, you know the defender's going to struggle to tackle you. He's done everything right. And
Pasher, good first touch. Keeps the momentum going forward. Finds Enzo Martinez. He knocks it down. It's back to Pasher. Good build up. What a goal from Birmingham. Those two combined again. It's Pasher finishing off a great setup with Enzo Martinez.
He first came into the midfield, 1-2, round the corner, and then just a first time finish into the bottom corner. Nothing Diaz can do about it. Boy, what a finish.
And even before that, you played the position, you know. Birmingham back the other way. It's Pasher picking over his shoulder. Mitrano in retreat. It is Nico Brett to make it 3. Rebound, Agudelo off the post. I think Diaz got a hand to it. Agudelo.
Nico Brett unlucky. Good block from Zali. It's a great finish, and it is literally the tip of the fingertip. They are going into the same space, and they are learning to play with each other, but they're definitely improving.
Really good first touch there. It's into Carlton, and he's forced a good save at the near post from Matt Van Oekel. That's towards the near post. Agudelo heads away. It's back to Oeteng. Oeteng bending it. Headed back across the face. It's put in by Foz. He may have taken it from Preston, but no matter. Foz on the score sheet. And on the hour mark, Las Vegas within a goal.
And there's the goal we said was coming. The lights, it was another great ball into the box. Great ball from Oeteng, all the way to the back post. Zach Carroll making amends for last week, coming on his bench, getting an assist. And who was it in the end who got the final touch? Was it Pato or was it Preston? Great ball from Oeteng. Lovely header from Carroll. And I think it's Preston with the goal.
It is hard to tell from that angle, one or the other. Who celebrates more? Preston lets it run. Beautiful here from Preston. Agudelo tries to take him down. He can't. Preston crossing. It's spilled. Tying goal from Carlton. Vegas have fought back and have tied it up. And a big smile for Andrew Carlton. His first goal of the season.
Getting this man Preston down the line. What a cross. Like, absolutely perfect. Nothing the goalkeeper could do. He has to come. And there is Carlton running into that space. And he won't have an easier finish. But absolutely incredible from the lights. Honest, always go a long way. But this, you can't say this team hasn't. They've worked hard. Oh.
And now a shaky back pass. It's on here for Birmingham. Enzo Martinez off the post. It came from Nwegbo. Enzo Martinez 2 assists tonight.
Oeteng, just really silly mistake, a bad pass, and the lights almost punished. After all that effort to get back into the game, it would have been a shocker to give up a goal there. So
to the back post, headed back across the face. It's fallen. Enzo Martinez has scored. Hit the post earlier. 2 assists on the night. Now his name on the score sheet. And from a corner kick, Birmingham Legion have regained the lead. Enzo Martinez with his 7th on the year.
Ball into the edge of the box, to the back post, headed across. Mitrano, you want to see Mitrano putting everything through that. He's got to just smash it clear. He doesn't manage to. Agudelo puts him off, and he's just literally put a little toe punt on it. And Birmingham getting a lucky escape to be 3-2 back up 3-2. It's time now. You want to be getting the ball in as soon as possible. Lift that tempo up.
It bounces and it's headed off the post by Preston. Nearly his second. Perfect timing with his run. And he nearly ties it up.
The box. It bounced up and he just beat the defender. First to the ball, Mensah was sleeping.
Crafty little bit of skill there, but the final ball not there from Grayson DuPont.
Yeah, nice little use of the body from DuPont, wasn't it? Read the bounce.
Ledesma, nice touch for Pato Foz. He's tied it up. Ledesma off the bench, place provider, and Pato Foz delivers Las Vegas its second straight game with a second half stoppage time equalizing goal.
Brilliant from Ledesma, placed it into his path, but he took his time and he's just hit it low and hard. Nothing Van Oekel could do. He kind of kept, because he took his time, Van Oekel became stranded.
A long goal kick. And there is full time from Cashman Field. It's a second straight fight back from Las Vegas Lights. It was Azriel Gonzalez playing hero.
6 goals to end your Saturday night carried you into your Sunday, and that would get you into an RGV winning over Orange County in Edinburgh, Texas by the final of 2-0. A lot of activity in the midweek for USL Championship. We'll go through juice boxes here as well as we're kind of proceeding through and let you know what's going on. It is 6 matchups on Wednesday, and we'll run through them quick. Indy 11 hosting Charleston Battery at the Mike. Indy 11 a plus 144. Charleston is a plus 167. Your draw's a plus 235. 7:30 at Keyworth. Detroit City hosting Loudoun United. Detroit City a minus 118. Your draw's a plus 252. Loudoun United is a plus 290. 8 o'clock, Lynn Family Stadium. Lou City hosting Pittsburgh. Even money, Lou City at a plus 100. Draws a plus 213. Pittsburgh Riverhounds are a plus 282. 9 o'clock, El Paso and San Antonio. Some Copa Tejas action. El Paso Locomotive a plus 162. Draws a plus 231. San Antonio FC is a plus 149. Duke Keith on the call there on ESPN Plus and in El Paso, Texas. Also at 9 o'clock, FC Tulsa hosting the Miami FC off of the win. FC Tulsa plus 134. Your draws a plus 227. The Miami FC is a plus 184. In your late game, Memphis at Oakland. 901 is at Roots. Roots are a plus 112. Memphis 901 is a plus 212. Your draw is a plus 244. And that's your 6 matchups in the midweek. Friday night football, Colorado Springs at Weidman Field in beautiful downtown Colorado Springs. It is Switchbacks at a minus 108. Your draws a plus 252. San Diego Loyal about the same, and the composite that we list from our friends at Odds Portal listed at about at a plus 250. Then all of your activity on your Saturday, and there's a lot of it. It is 8 matchups in short order in the championship. 7 o'clock, the Miami FC hosting Charleston Battery at a plus 118. Draws a plus 227. The Battery are a plus 217. Pittsburgh at Highmark hosting Detroit City at a minus 161. Your draws a plus 261. Detroit City on the road a plus 436. 7:30 at Protective Stadium in Birmingham. Birmingham and Tampa Bay. Big Eastern Conference matchup there. Birmingham's a plus 138. Your draw's a plus 240. Tampa Bay is a plus 169. 7:30 at Segra. Loudoun United a plus 147. Favored against Orange County SC, who's a plus 164. And your draw is a plus 235. 9 o'clock Eastern, FC Tulsa hosting Hartford Athletic. FC Tulsa at home, a minus 111. Your draw is a plus 256. Hartford Athletic is a plus 265. El Paso and RGV, more Copa Tejas action at 9:30. It is El Paso at a minus 167, turning around short order, having played San Antonio in the midweek. Draws a plus 277. RGV is a plus 407. 10 o'clock, Monterey Bay, Oakland Roots. Monterey Bay is a minus 103. Your draws a plus 246. Roots are a plus 250. Memphis 901's Tour of the West continues in Sacramento at 11 o'clock Saturday night. It is a Republic at a plus 100 even money. Draws a plus 249. Memphis 901 is a plus 236. That lends us into next Wednesday at Keyworth at 7 o'clock. Lou City is hosting Detroit City. So that sets up your standings and get you ready for Very, very busy midweek weekend. In the East, crowded at the top, no surprise. Tampa Bay, 34 points. And we say goodbye to Neil Collins, who is heading to Barnsley to be their new manager. Tampa Bay, 10-4-4 in their first 18 after a slow start at 34 points, 2 points ahead of Pittsburgh, who is unbeaten in their last 5. Tampa Bay has won 4 of their last 5. Pittsburgh has only won 2. Charleston Battery have lost 2 of 5. They've won 2 of 5. They've drawn the other one. They're at 31 points. Lou City at 29 points. Memphis 901, still with matches in hand with the 4 teams above them in the standings. They're at 28 points. That gets wiped out this weekend with the midweek weekend activity in Oakland and in Sacramento. Birmingham Legion, 17 matches, 23 points. They're in 6th. Indy 11, 17 matches, 20 points. FC Tulsa has turned things around. They've snapped a 3-game losing streak with a 2-game win streak. They are above the playoff bar at 4-7-7 and 19 points. They're ahead of Loudoun United on goal difference. So Loudoun right now would be the first team out of the playoffs, having lost 4 of 5 with a goal difference of -13 and a record of 6-13-1. First team in the East to 20 matches played this year. The Miami FC snapped a 3-game losing streak with the win last time out that you heard earlier in the show. They're at 16 points, and they are ahead of Detroit City. Detroit City, 18 matches played, 16 points, record of 4-10-4. Detroit City has lost their last 3. Hartford Athletic still is on a losing skid. They are at 2-12-4 after the firing of Tab Ramos earlier this season. Western Conference, spacing's getting a little tighter, but the race really is to get into the playoffs, north of the playoff bar. Republic are at 34 points. San Antonio ahead in goal difference over El Paso Locomotive, +15 to +7. That gets you to 4th. And the Switchbacks have won 2 in a row after a 2-game losing streak. San Diego Loyal ahead of Monterey Bay on goal difference, and they also have 1 less match played. So it is 7 wins for each, +4 to +1. San Diego ahead of Monterey Bay, 5th and 6th. Phoenix Rising at 25 points, ahead of New Mexico United on goal difference. That would be your playoff picture. RGV has gone unbeaten in their last 5, 2 points out of the playoffs right now. They're in 9th. Roots have only got 3 points in their last 5 matches. They are at 6-6-5, 17 matches played, 23 points. Orange County had a 3-game win streak snapped last time out. They're at 22. Vegas Lights at 1-9-8. They are at -13. They are at 11 points, and they have drawn their last 2, but they are last in the Western Conference. Looking at news in and around the league, professional soccer landing in Northwest Arkansas just in time for the World Cup to be here in this hemisphere. It is looking like Chris Martinovich and Warren Smith, they're looking to have a 570,000 person population exposed to a USL Championship and to the women's game in the USL Super League, looking to launch the teams prior to the 2026 World Cup. Also committed to developing a 5,000-plus seat multipurpose stadium in the heart of the Pinnacle Hills Entertainment District in Rogers, Arkansas. So we'll keep an eye on that. The announcement was made earlier this week, and looking forward to seeing how USL Arkansas becomes a part of the fabric of the league. Coach of the month for the month of June was Stephen Glass, with what Memphis 901 has been able to do, storming up the standings. Also on the board in your news and notes segment, Tani Oluwase, we talked about the hat trick that he picked up last time out. It's his second one of the season. No surprise, presented by our friends at Konami eFootball. He is the player of the week. Most hat tricks in a single USL Championship regular season. Matt Fondy had 3 for Lou City back in 2015. So he is now, Oluwase, part of very rare air. 3, 6, 9 players, including Oluwase, have 2 hat tricks in a year, now chasing after number 3. Birmingham Legion's Enzo Martinez moves second in the combined goals and assists in USL Championship history. Had a goal and 2 assists, has 109 goal contributions in his career. And it is now ahead of Jorge Herrera, his old teammate in Charlotte. Dane Kelly is at the top of the ladder in USL Championship with 132. Indy's Aiden Quinn enters the week within reach of 20,000 career minutes. He has all of 84 minutes next time out. If he gets 84 against the next opponent for Indy 11, it is 20,000 minutes, 84 minutes shy of joining Taylor Mueller, longtime player for the Charleston Battery, currently the only player to have reached 20,000 minutes of regular season play in league history. Quinn has played in all but 30 minutes of the regular season so far, 1,500 minutes, 17 appearances, and so he is chasing. Josh Suggs is also chasing right now, and he is active for New Mexico United. Hugh Roberts is fourth for Monterey Bay. Conardo Forbes is still at 19. He's got a couple of matches behind Suggs and Quinn, but he's at 19,843. Then you have a big dip in regular season minutes, about 2,000 minutes to Paolo Del Piccolo, Sean Tosh, who are 6 and 7. Alex Dixon at Monterey Bay, who is 8th. Fenwell Kavita, who is 9th. Jan Ekra in Tampa Bay, who is currently 10th. Josh Suggs, as a part of this, has also reached the 250 regular season appearance mark, joining Jan Ekra at 262 and Dane Kelly in reaching the mark. So we'll keep an eye on all of that as well. Upcoming milestones, Conardo Forbes 3 matches away from 250 appearances. Fenwell Kavita and Christian Valeski ahead 2 matches away from 200. Matt LaGrassa, Luis Fernando Marquez Epps, 1 away from 150. We mentioned Josh Suggs, Aiden Quinn, Hugh Roberts, and Conardo Forbes all chasing at 20,000 minutes. Nico Brett was 73 goals, 2 away from 75. Quinn and Solomon Asante within range of 50 assists in their career. Trey Muse, 13 assists away from 300 with his time right now currently with the Charleston Battery. Also on the board for USL Championship Team of the Week for Week 18. We'll get into save and all of the other voting that you can do. We mentioned Tani Oluwase and his natural hat trick. Also on the board, Anthony Siaha between the sticks for Monterey Bay, Wahab Akwe for RGV, Mitchell Tainer for San Antonio, Eric McHugh for El Paso. That's your back 3. Jorge Hernandez from San Antonio FC is in the midfield with Steven Echeverria from Switchbacks, Jonathan Ricketts from RGV, Sebastian Daugard from Tampa Bay. Oluwase is with Cal Jennings from Tampa Bay and Enzo Martinez up top. Your bench, Jordan Farr from San Antonio, Maury Donor from Monterey Bay, Rushi from FC Tulsa, Tyler Pasher from Birmingham, Husu Landry from Loudon, Evan Conway from San Diego Loyal, and Tubort Itaka Preston from Vegas Lights. That gets you through your Team of the Week, Save of the Week nominees presented by our friends at Select. You can vote till Friday, July 14th at noon Eastern Time. It's up to the fans to vote on the social media feeds, through the social media feeds in the USL app. Jordan Farr against Memphis 901. Connor Sparrow for Tampa against Oakland Roots. Alex Tambakis for New Mexico United against Detroit City. Anthony Siaha for Monterey Bay against El Paso Locomotive. Farr, Sparrow, Tambakis, and Siaha. You can vote till Friday, July 14th at noon Eastern Time. Goal of the Week nominees for Week 18. You can vote for these once again until Thursday at noon Eastern. Azriel Gonzalez for Vegas against New Mexico. Echeverria for Colorado Springs against Monterey Bay. Hernandez against Memphis 901 for San Antonio. Tyler Pasher for Birmingham against Vegas Lights. Gonzalez, Echeverria, Hernandez, and Pasher have once again till Thursday the 13th at noon Eastern on multiple platforms and the official USL app for Goal of the Week. Power rankings, once again, Week 18. We'll go through the Eastern Conference, go through the top 10 and the East. Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh still 1-2. Sacramento still at 3. San Antonio up to 4, which means El Paso's down to 5. Charleston up 1-6. Lou City up to 7. Phoenix Rising down 2-8. RGV up 4 to number 9, cracking the top 10 for the first time in a long time. Switchbacks up 8 to number 10. In the East, Legion down 1-13. Memphis down 5-14 after their recent skid, after the loss to San Antonio. 10 goals in the last 2 matches scored against Memphis 901. FC Tulsa up 2-17. Indy 11 down 4-19. The Miami FC up 4-20. Loudon down 1-22. Detroit City down 3-23. Hartford Athletic still at number 24 with that record of 2-12-4. We mentioned the Unified Soccer Series coming to the USL Summer Showcase. Very, very cool stuff, where it is going to be Los Bujos, the Murder Owls, going up against the Colorado Springs Switchbacks Unified team in the USL Summer Showcase. That'll be a part of everything there on the 9th at Widener Field in beautiful downtown Colorado Springs, Colorado. Don't forget, be a part of everything on the social medias. on the Bird app, on the Facebook, and on the Instagram at USL Championship, and also get all the news fit to print. Be a part of the Fan Zone as a part of everything going on at USLChampionship.com. That's your rundown of everything going on in the next 7 days. It's midweek, it's weekend. So strap in. It's going to be a fun 7 days as a lot of movement is anticipated here in one of the top leagues in this hemisphere. If you are in market and you can catch a game in the USL Championship, please do. Quality competition, as it always is. If you're in market and can't make it, follow along on your local providers to stay up as up-to-date as possible. And if you're out of market, follow along on the local providers through their streaming platforms and services, and also on ESPN+, the home of the USL Championship, in a video form all season long. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for hanging out with us. And that is the latest, what's going on right now in USL Championship. Play it safe, everybody. We'll see you next time.